Edward C. Byers Jr. He came from a small town Ohio Boy Scout to a Navy SEAL Medal of Honor recipient and now a business leader and speaker. Edward C. Byers Jr.'s life reflects service, sacrifice, and continued leadership. He is an absolutely amazing story that you're about ready to hear. He was born in Toledo, Ohio, and raised in Grand Rapids, Ohio. He was a Boy Scout, active in scouting, and achieved the rank of first class scout. He graduated from Otsego High School in 1997, and he was raised in the Catholic Church, and he is a practicing Catholic today. He enlisted in the U.S. Navy and began a career as a hospital corpsman. Attached in Marine units, gained experience in emergency medicine and combat casualty care. Then he completed the BLD S Class 242, which is the basic underwater demolition SEAL training, also known as SEAL Team 6. He earned the SEAL Trident and qualified as a Special Operation Combat Medic. Completed 11 overseas deployments, including 9 combat terms, 9 in Iraq and Afghanistan. He earned multiple Valor Awards, including the Bronze Stars of Valor and the Purple Heart. He took part in high-risk hostage rescue missions in Legman province in Afghanistan. Dr. Philip Joseph is an American aid worker that was held by the Taliban insurgents. Byers shielded with his body, subdued attackers, and saved his life under enemy fire. He actually went out and took a machine gun and provided cover with no cover for himself in order to provide for the safety of this particular hostage. He was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Barack Obama at the White House. And he's continued service with the SEAL team afterwards. After he got the Medal of Honor, he was offered a better position and said, "No, I want to go back to the SEAL team. I want to go back to action. I want to go back to serving my country." And it's not because he's an action junkie. He's not somebody who wants to just go out and kill people. He was a medic. He wanted to be able to save people. He wanted to be able to help people. And he retired after 21 years of service. And he earned a BS in Strategic Studies and Defense Analysis from the Norwich University. During his post-Navy career, he founded Minerva 6 Institute, which is a strategic consulting and government contracting company. He serves on Secure Our Freedom Foundation and Navy SEAL Foundation, which is an honorary advisory board. In 2024, he was selected as a recipient of the Lone Sailor Award, which is a prestigious Navy honor. And he works as a keynote speaker on leadership, resilience, and national security. He has lived an amazing life and done a lot of things. He does speaking right now. If you want to have him come out and speak for your company, he's usually willing to do it for $50,000. Or if you want to be able to have it streamed, he'll do it for $10,000 to $20,000. But his company has been extremely, and he has done a lot with his post-Navy career and making sure to stay affiliated with the military and with the government. Some of his personal traits is he was known as an energetic, adventurous, and athletic kid. Teachers and classmates recall him as someone who is both determined and disciplined, traits that would later carry him into the SEAL training. After high school, when he enlisted, he became the corpsman, working with the Marine units before entering the SEAL training. This gave him an edge when he later completed the Special Operations Combat Medic operation, a critical skill in his SEAL career, things that he has done throughout his career. And what I'm going to do right now is just where I'm at right now is the Congressional Medal of Honor Society. This right here is going to list all the different places, all the different citations that were awarded, and you can actually use this right here to show where you want to go and who you want to look up, and it's easy to be able to sort the different. And I love that picture of him holding the flag with a ball cap on. And it shows he received the highest rank of Master Chief. He was chief when he received the Medal of Honor, and he received the medal on December 12th. Um, and I am going to slaughter this name, but it's Korgani, District of Logman, Afghanistan. And I'm going to read the citation for you. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of life above and beyond the call of duty as a hostage rescue force team member in Afghanistan, support of Operation Enduring Freedom from 8 to 9 December 2012. As the rescue force approached the target's building on an enemy sentry detected them and started lost my place there. An enemy sentry detected them and darted inside to alert his fellow captors. The sentry quickly reemerged, and the lead assaulter attempted to neutralize him. Chief Byers, with his team, sprinted to the door of the target building. As the primary breacher, Chief Byers stood in the doorway, fully exposed to enemy fire, while ripping down the assaulter and pushed his way through the blankets, and was mortally wounded by enemy small arms fire from within. Chief Byers, completely aware of the imminent threat, fiercely rushed into the room and engaged an enemy guard, aiming an AK-47 at him. He then tackled another adult male who darted towards the corner of the room. During the ensuing hand-to-hand struggle, Chief Byers confirmed the man was not the hostage and engaged him. And other rescue team members called out the hostage. Chief Byers heard voices respond in English and raced towards it. He jumped atop the American hostage and shielded him from the high volume of fire within the small room, while covering the hostage with his body. Chief Byers immobilized another guard with his bare hands and restrained the guard until a teammate could eliminate him. His bold and decisive actions under the fire saved the lives of the hostage and several of his teammates. By his undaunted courage, intrepid fighting spirit, and unwavering devotion to the duty of the face of near certain death, Chief Petty Officer Byers reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest tradition of the United States Naval Services. And here's just, usually, I'm not going to say, some of the older ones, they might not have the additional details or places you can go. But right here is just a better picture of him. And same here as well. There's another picture of him actually receiving the award. But it's absolutely amazing. And I'm going to go to a video of him and let him speak on himself and what he found it so good.
To be a Navy SEAL means that you have to be incredibly resilient. You have to be hardworking. They're the toughest men on the face of this planet. Any mission they're given, they'll succeed at it. And ultimately, they're our brothers. If they have to, they'll die for you. My daughter knows that I'm daddy, and she loves me just for that. And if you talk to her one-on-one, she'll tell you the 5 different nicknames she has of me, and I don't think one of them includes hero. People that I consider the heroes are the men I work with, and in particular, Nick Check. This award surrounds a specific mission that we did, and in that mission, Nick Check was ultimately killed. The mission that night was a hostage rescue mission. To us, that is a no-fail mission. Our objective, our goal is to bring back an American hostage alive. That night was December 8th, in eastern Afghanistan, and it was a cold night. And we got off the helicopters. We did about a 4 or 5 hour, pretty arduous hike through the mountains. And upon getting to our target building where we assumed where the American hostage was at, our point man, Nick Check, he was right in front of me. He saw a guard come out of the door, and he engaged that guard, and we started sprinting towards the door. Nick made his way in, and then I made my way in right behind him, and I went down my wall, and I engaged one of the enemy that was on the back side of the wall. And then I saw another person moving across the floor. So by the time I got to him, he was on his back, and I was able to get it down on top of him, straddle him, pin him down with my knees, and I had to adjust my night vision to try to get some facial recognition. At the same time this is happening, calling out, trying to find the location of the American hostage. And finally, he spoke up, and it was at that time that I engaged the person I was on top of and jumped off the guy I was on and onto the doctor, who was about 3 or 4, maybe 5 feet away from me to my right. And the reason I did that is because I'm wearing body armor, so I want to protect him from any other potential threats in the room. Anyone who's been in combat knows that in those moments you either react or you get killed. When I did that, there was a guy who was right behind him within arm's reach, who was armed, and I was able to pin that guy to the wall by his throat, holding the doctor and waiting for my teammates to come in and take care of that threat that was right next to us. Once that was done, I still laid on top of him. I kept asking him, hey, can you walk? And is there anything medically wrong with you? Because our goal is to bring this guy back alive. So he said he was fine. And once we got outside, I noticed that our medics were working on Nick. And being a medic myself, I passed off American hostage off to our other teammates, and I went over to work on Nick, and we had resuscitative efforts on him all the way till the hospital, and where he was announced dead there. Nick was embodied the essence of what it is to be an American hero. He will forever be remembered in the pages of history for the sacrifices that he made. It's been almost a little over 3 years since that mission happened. And it wasn't until December that you finally get a call from the president's office saying, can you take a call from the president at this time and at this date? And my initial reaction was, does anyone actually ever say no to this? It wasn't until he called and I got to speak to him and he said, congratulations, I looked at your award and I'm approving you to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. And that's when it's like, okay, this is real. When I called my mom that night and told her, I gotta love my mom. Her first question out of her mouth was, do you think I'll be able to come to it? And I was like, of course, Mom. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be allowed to come. So my initial reaction to it was that I felt very honored and very humbled, because now I'm gonna be a representative for the Navy and the Naval Special Warfare community. And so a weight that carries with it. And that weight is the sacrifices that everybody has made within the community. Guys like Czech and all of our other brothers who have fallen, it's an affirmation, once again, of the job that we do, and an appreciation for the job that we do. I would not be able to do this job if it wasn't for the support of my family. It's impossible. They don't get any of the credit, though it's a team in every aspect, at work and at home. Well, I'm going to continue being a SEAL, and I'm going to take whatever job or mission is next for me and just continue doing that. I don't have any plans on changing my job at this time. But I still love what I do, and as long as I'm still loving what I do, I'm going to continue doing it.
He is only the 7th Navy SEAL to receive the Medal of Honor. He is the second as a member of SEAL Team 6, and he is only the second since the Vietnam War. And everything that I have heard about him shows he is an extremely humble man who knows where he came from and respects his beginnings and is extremely family oriented and wants to help everybody else. I'm Chris Williams from Adventuring Wheels Up, and I offer him a big salute and ask you to offer him a big salute as well. Thank you very much. Please subscribe.